then we'll take questions. Coach, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, just awesome atmosphere. Enjoy getting to play, obviously, in this venue. Anytime we get to be here, incredible atmosphere. A lot of credit to both teams. Played hard, man. That was a physical, tough game, and our guys were very resilient during it and found ways. Thought the defense really stepped up today. Schumann and staff did an incredible job putting plans together, and we did what we had to do offensively, and got to continue to get better. But really proud of this team. 50th win, I think somebody said, for the seniors. 8th win in a row over Georgia Tech. So those are things that we can hang a hat on. It's Brent's done a great job with this program. They have physical toughness. They play extremely hard. Their guys play with great pad level and hard to beat. And we controlled the game in terms of time of possession, but didn't dominate the game. But very proud of what this group did.
Kirby, you mentioned that 8 straight. That ties what Bobby Dodd did back in the 50s. I didn't know when you go around the state and talk to the older Georgia fans. I know every Georgia fan wants to beat Tech, but I would imagine the older fans that had to live through that really appreciate this 8 straight.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a history deal. It's this rivalry goes way back, way beyond my ability to comprehend it in terms of the years back, way beyond our players' ability to comprehend it. What I do know is that my senior year they were at 7, and that ended the streak, and that's one that always sticks with me. And I think there was another one in there somewhere that's 7 and it got ended. So it's been a battle back and forth. I mean, both programs have had their runs, and it's good for the state.
Kirby, what's the latest on Drew?
Not sure. He's got an ankle, foot. Not sure.
How much did losing him affect what had been a very productive first half run in football?
Don't know. Have to reserve that for the tape and watch. Thank goodness, Malachi got the time he got week before to go in there and play. There was one run that we thought would have got out, been an explosive, that he didn't quite get the guy, but I don't honestly know until I watch that tape.
You mentioned the defense. Just what impressed you most with the job they did against such a unique offense as Georgia Tech has?
Tackled well, kept them off balance, held them field goals, got put in some really bad situations in the second half, and responded every time. Really proud of the effort and toughness they played with.
When did you know CJ had a chance to play, and what did you think of him being able to come back so quickly?
Pretty amazing. I mean, the sacrifice he made, first of all, he chose to get the surgery done immediately, as fast as possible. He knew that would give him a chance at coming back for this game, and he really wanted this game. Kid from just south of Atlanta, I didn't think he would be able to, but he's wired different. I mean, this kid, just wired different. He came over here in high school and worked out every day he could during camps and just wanted to get better. So when I saw him out there on Monday, Tuesday doing a little bit, and then Wednesday doing more, and then Thursday he was ready to go. So it's a credit to him and who he is and how much he loves this program, because not a lot of kids would have done that coming off that surgery.
How close was Chauncey Bowe was able to play today?
He could have played. Chauncey could have played. He was banged up and was limited during the week. It was one of those deals that he didn't get a lot of reps during the week. We felt like the other guys had more reps. Josh had a really good week, and those are the guys we went with. But he was hobbled some during the week.
Kirby, do you see the defense ascending? What's the reason behind that?
I don't know. I think they've played well the last couple weeks, getting better. I think there's more confidence. I think there's some players that have gotten comfortable back there playing, movement. I think the coaches have kind of figured out who we are, and they're using the skill sets of the players that we need to use. So we got to continue to get better there, but I've been proud of how they practice and how they work.
Obviously, the ground game was strong for you guys, but what can you say just about Thunder Stockton's performance today, especially in the passing game?
I want to see the tape and see. Obviously it wasn't great. There was some drop 8 in there. There was some pressure he took on, a couple batted balls. He's got to do what he's coached to do. And that's the toughest thing is Mike and Streeter, got to put him in great situations. There's a couple plays that we think were out there that we didn't make, and he'll watch the tape. He'll grow from it and get better, and so will the rest of the team.
76 non-sack rushing yards for Georgia Tech today. Just how proud are you of the effort you guys and the improvement you guys made this year to this level?
Yeah, it's what we talked about all offseason, right? It's what this program was built on. You got to be able to run it, and you got to be able to stop the run. And there's a 4th and 1 in there we get that we barely get, and it's like, okay, that's who we are. We got to be able to run the ball. We got to be able to stop the run. We were able to stop the run, and we were able to run the ball in the first half efficiently, and then the second half it wasn't as clean and as good.
Kirby, given the injury risk that goes along with the SEC championship, what's better for your teams, to be part of it next week or to go straight into the CFP?
If you worry about injury risk, we won't practice next week. So, like, you live your life scared of injuries, you know what you get? A very scared team. And there's also an opportunity to win an SEC championship. Does that matter? Does anybody care about that anymore? I mean, I grew up thinking that was the greatest game in the world. And I just differ from everybody else. Yeah, we lost guys today to injured. We're going to lose guys in practice to injury. But that's next man up. Like, that's what's wrong with this whole thing now. It's like, well, what if you get hurt? What if you do this? What if you do that? I mean, it's football. It's all part of it.
Now that you control what you can control in winning this game, how much will you be sitting in front of the TV seeing how some of these other SEC matchups play out this weekend?
Yeah, I enjoy getting an opportunity to watch all the games, not just the SEC games, all of them. We'll watch, see what happens, and put a strategy or plan together that we think helps us get better, regardless of whether that's playing next week or not. That's just, like you said, it's out of our hands.
Gabe had some big pressures in this game. Just how have you seen him sort of emerge towards the back half of the season?
Yeah, he's violent, man. He's a striker. He hits. He's not afraid of contact. He's one of our twitchy guys, and he's played better because he's practiced better, and he continues to grow and get better.
What are some things this coaching staff did to help instill the confidence that Ellis is playing with right now?
Dante did a great job. I mean, Ellis has always had confidence. It was not like we put confidence in him. He came in here with confidence. He was one of the top corners in the country. He's got great ball skills. Kid loves football. I admire how his mom and dad made the decision to send him down to IMG so he would get to play against the best. He was work in progress as a freshman, just frustrated sometimes, but he believed in the process and getting better, and he's still getting better. So I was proud of him. I've seen him make those plays in practice that he made today, so he's growing up.
Another touchdown for Zach Branch, a couple long receptions on 3rd down. As you look back at where he was at the beginning of this regular season, how much has he evolved and what does he mean to this offense?
Yeah, he's a catalyst. I mean, you're looking to get all the touches you can, right? Good things happen when he touches the ball, especially downfield, and really proud of his leadership. And that play on the 3rd down was huge in the game, probably the play of the game to catch that ball that he did over the middle.
Braylon made a few nice tackles today. What does having him and CJ together do for this defense?
Well, it makes us better, right? Like having both those guys healthy and practicing and playing, they're really smart. They understand offenses because Schumann does a great job teaching them. And when you get a 3rd-year backer that played us the first year, it's huge. They can get you. They can make you right a lot. And Raylan has stepped up. I mean, I'm so proud of him. His leadership has shown through with CJ out, and it's almost like he's become a better leader by taking on some of CJ's role.
What kind of weapon is he in a game like this when their guys aren't missing?
Clutch, man. He's huge. He made the kicks he had to make, right? He separated the game there, and really proud of him.
You're with fifth-year seniors, you're 20-0. I know you don't have many fifth-year seniors, but they're 20-0 against your 4 biggest rivals. What does that say when these are teams that obviously live to beat Georgia?
Probably debatable. 4 biggest rivals. I don't know who you would define as the rivals, right?
Talk about long-time history with Auburn, Georgia Tech, Florida, and Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't. There's other ones out there we haven't beat. So for me, I don't count things like that and look at things like that. I just look at it as who's next and who that is, because I don't see rivalries like you guys do. I respect that because that's the fans' choice, but about winning championships, that's the goal.
Is there anything you wish you could have done differently in that 2-minute drill before halftime?
Yeah, wish we could have. We were being very methodical intentionally because we didn't want to. We got double possession. We knew we were getting the possession there. If I could do anything again, I probably would not, hard count and wait and call the timeout late. Just go ahead and go fast on 3rd down, which we ended up converting, and then we ran out of time and we had the timeouts. But it's a really tricky deal there because you're trying not to give them the ball and you get the ball, but we probably went too slow there.
Kirby, you said it, you like the atmosphere. Do you feel like it felt like more of a home game than a
I didn't get a feel. I kept asking people, like, is it going to be really loud when we're at the ball? When they got the ball, I told people, if we played here in so many SEC championships, it's loud both ways. Like, it's loud when we're on offense and we're snapping the ball, and then it's loud when they're on offense and they're snapping the ball. It's just loud. And so I've always felt that way. And then coming out of it today, I felt that way. I kept thinking, well, maybe we'll have more there and it'll be louder on them, but it was loud both ways.
Did you feel like the playing methodically was kind of the MO of the offense today, especially with your ability to run the ball?
I mean, that's who we've been. But we've been more explosive. I mean, we've played better offensively. I don't know why we didn't play as well today. Give them credit, right? Let's go watch the tape and grow and see what we can do better. But we were not as explosive. We were able to run the ball some. We missed some shots. I mean, let's call it what it is. We had a couple shots that if we make those, we may break the game open, but we didn't hit them.
Coach, what does next week look like if you don't play next Saturday, and how do you manage the extended time off potentially?
Yeah, first thing we'll do is go in, look at our roster, talk to our kids, visit with our kids, get ready for signing date, get recovery, do some lifting, do some self-scout, look at some other opponents and see what they're doing well, how we can maybe grow our encyclopedia of offense and defense and just continue to get better. But we got a plan in place, and we talked to some people that have had to sit that week before and try to do the best thing. The best thing is getting our guys healthy.
Do you think you guys have done enough to warrant a top 4 seed regardless of whether you're playing next week or not?
Not for me to decide. Y'all know me well enough. I'm not in here to lobby. Those folks that make that decision are, they're sitting in a committee. They've got to make those decisions. Our job is to respond to it.
Is there a sweet spot, like if you can pick on what's the right amount of rest and what's trying to maintain a rhythm and momentum?
Yeah, the sweet spot is when, because you'll question what the decision was, right? There is no right decision. I mean, you talked to coaches all over the place last year that dealt with it, and there was the extended long layoff, there was the not extended long layoff, there was the Ohio State got hot and they didn't play in a championship. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you got to do what you feel best about, and you'll always second guess it if you lose, and you always won if you win. So I don't know what that sweet spot is. I know talking to people that I trust and have been through it helps get the information.
You guys go 11-1 this regular season, an improvement after going 10-2 last year. With such a young team, does that mean anything to you? Is it all just what stuff for you guys?
Yeah, I don't think I use that, so I don't want to contradict myself, but everybody's a young team. You know what we're going to be next year? A young team. You know what we're going to be the year after that? A young team. Like, you're always going to be young now in college football unless you choose to say, I'm going all portal and I'm taking all old kids and I'm rolling the dice that I hit on the right ones. And some programs have taken that approach. Our approach is go get talented young players, try to keep them, but we'll always be young. We're just going to always be young. And that, I don't like, I say young in early in the season. These kids are not young. Elias Williams is not young anymore. I mean, those guys have played in a lot of tough, hard football games, and they've grown up. So we're just not a young team anymore. And I did talk about that early on because I felt that way.
I saw Jaden Riddell in the Hail Mary knocking it down. How many times have you put the tight end out there in the situation?
Well, we put the best guy, and we work on that, every week, and we throw 10, 11 of those balls and try to do it ever since the nightmare we experienced. We try to get the best guy. We had the best guy of that game. It was Lorenzo Carter. It was the guy that has the highest vert and can judge a ball, and Jaden has done the best job at that. So we practice it every week, and it's the first time it's shown up in a long time.
What was your reaction to the Ellis Robinson interception? Did you see it in the way he was able to extend back and get it?
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I was watching the game. I mean, you think I was tuning in over there? It's a great play. I mean, like I said, he's made more spectacular catches than that in our practices. When it went up, I thought it was an overthrow. I said, well, he's going to bat it down. It's an overthrow, and he just went and caught it, which was big for us.
Got time for one more question?
How do you size up what Ernest Green means to this team?
How I size up what?
How do you size up what Ernest Green means to this team?
Oh, Ernest is such a tough kid, man. He's going through a lot right now. His family and his dad, and he won't quit. He's there for his teammates. Guy competes so hard and wanted to be out there with them, and just so much respect for his toughness and his leadership.
Thanks, Coach.